Now, after the speech, the Ford government reintroduced the provincial budget it first introduced in the spring, the same one they campaigned on during that provincial election. Matt Ingram is following that today and joins us now. Now, Matt, a few new items were expected in this budget. What can you tell us about those?
Yeah, Phil, there was one that was widely expected because it's something that the Ford government campaigned on, an increase to the Ontario Disability Support program payments by 5%. Now, it's something that we knew was coming, and we've heard a lot from critics of it because a lot of people are saying that it's just simply not enough. It's the budget they introduced in April and ran on in the provincial election.
This is what the people of Ontario voted us to do.
Finance Minister Peter BETHLENFALVY reintroduced his budget bill today, but added a few new things, including a 5% boost to Ontario Disability Support Program payments and a promise to tie the rates to inflation in the future. That means beginning in September, ODSP recipients will now receive about an extra $50 a month.
Well, this is a step in the right direction.
But the modest increase is being criticized as not enough, especially given rising costs and inflation.
The government's plan to increase rates by 5% will mean people will still live in legislated poverty.
I understand that the environment is difficult and challenging, and that's why we made a commitment to increase it.
Since April, when this government tabled its budget, inflation has gone up and health care has gone down the tubes.
Interim NDP leader Peter TABUMS says the government's budget offered no new ideas to address the rising cost of living and the crisis in the healthcare system.
The government had a chance to table a new budget to deal with these crises, and Doug Ford chose not to.
Liberal House Leader John Fraser and Green Party leader Mike SCHREINER also criticized the government for not updating the budget to address the crisis in healthcare and rising inflation. Also new, Ontario parents can expect another payout to the tune of $225 million to help deal with learning loss during the pandemic through tutoring.
Parents who know their children best can provide the tutoring type support and in the areas that they need.
BETHLENFALVY said more details are to come.
I'm just not sure how effective that's going to be. They need more help at school. They need mental health supports.
The government also released its first quarter financial results for the year and says that $1 billion in unexpected tax revenue is going to be used to pay down the deficit, which is now projected for 22-23 to be about $18 billion. Now, asked why the government just doesn't spend the money right now to either help with the healthcare crisis or alleviate the growing cost of pretty much everything, BETHLENFALVY said that due to the global economic uncertainty, that he thinks this plan is a prudent one.